Greetings and welcome to the Jacksonville Buzz. Here I am once again in the Buzz Lounge, and over the next few weeks I'm going to be focusing on small businesses, all events related, and today is no exception because I am joined here on the sofa with Audrey Ancelin, who is the owner of Regard Libations, a full-service bar company. Welcome, Audrey.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. I'm fascinated by this. Number one, I really enjoy drinking.
You and me both.
So tell me, first of all, a little bit about yourself before we get on to Regard Libations.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have been surrounded by hospitality my entire life. I grew up in a very large and loud Italian family, so we always had people over. We always had food to give away, drinks to have, a party to have at our house. And I always admired how my mother could just make anyone who walked in the door feel so loved. And growing up, I kept doing that inside of the house. I was doing it on my own, and then I got into the food and beverage industry once I started my career as a professional ballet dancer. And here I am 12 years later, still loving every second of it.
I'm sorry, rewind there. You said professional ballet dancer to owning your own bartending company.
Correct. It's wild, right?
It is wild, but I'm assuming that whilst you were dancing, you needed to get some extra cash and you worked in a bar.
Yes. So as you know, an artist's income doesn't necessarily do the job. So I needed some supplemental income and a flexible work schedule. And food and beverage and restaurants fit the bill. And, you know, for the longest time, I've thought it's just temporary, it's just for a little extra cash. And then all of a sudden, I loved it so much.
Tell me how you came about naming your business Regard Libations.
Right. So the two words were picked for very specific reasons. The word regard overall means pertaining special attention to something in a specific way. Right? Taking a lot of care and concern for something that you care about. And then a libation is a drink offered in celebration, right? So combined, I want our clients to know that all of their event bar needs, from the drinks, the mood, atmosphere, all of the tough stuff, we will take care of, and it will be taken care of in the highest regard. And then we're going to celebrate with you. It's such a special day, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, a birthday, we're going to celebrate with you and cheers with our libations as well.
That, sounds so logical that now I'm like, yeah, why would I even think it was slightly strange?
Yeah.
You know, but it's not. It works, and it works really well. So, the current climate with COVID has obviously affected the hospitality and the event industry dramatically.
Absolutely.
How has it affected your particular business?
Well, you know, Adrienne, it doesn't, life doesn't stop. Through this pandemic, especially small businesses, we've had to adapt and be resilient, just like us all, through such tough times. So we have adapted to where your special day, even if you can't see each other, you're in your pods, you're at your house, you've quarantined for your 7th time, you can still celebrate that special day with the people that you love with delicious drinks and great company. So we like to facilitate that through Zoom cocktail classes, which I must say that you are an excellent lady behind the stick. You in a cocktail class, I was so impressed. We do virtual distilled spirits tastings. We could even just do a virtual event, virtual happy hour.
Yeah.
We still need to be connected now more than ever.
Yes,
so to be able to do that for other people really fulfills my soul.
So now explain to me perhaps a typical Regard Libations event, or maybe your favorite Regard Libations
Oh my
event.
gosh. Well,
it might not be typical, of course.
Right. Well, see, I love all events. However, weddings just have this overflowing joy, and everyone there is always there for a good time, and it never disappoints. All events are wonderful, but I'm a little biased towards weddings. At a typical event, you're going to get excellent cocktails. You're going to have excellent service. Our goal at Regard Libations is for you to feel like you are at your neighborhood bar. You're a regular there, no matter where you find us.
How
right?
wonderful.
Yeah,
How
that's
wonderful.
the plan. And then for our clients, you know, all of their needs were met and with exceeding expectations. We want to be able to provide the things for our clients that they didn't even know they needed. You know, you didn't know you needed this kind of ice or this kind of glassware, but we provide that service for you.
So what about rules and regulations and licenses and things like that? How does that affect, you know, say for instance, I'm putting on a fundraiser,
Yeah.
and I want to raise as much money as I possibly can. One of the main reasons or ways that I can do that is by the bar. So how do we go about that? Do I have to get a license? Are you licensed? You know, what are the rules and regulations behind that?
So as an event bartender, we are insured with liquor liability insurance. It's $1 million worth. So say if, for example...
That's a lot of liquor.
Yeah,
That's a lot of liquor.
You never know. So say, for example, something happened after the event, our business would be covered. However, we do not need to have a distributing license or a liquor license in order to serve at your event. Now, with fundraisers and such, if you provide the liquor or Regard Libations, we offer what we like to call stock the bar services.
Right.
Where we will go and get everything you need, liquor, wine, ice, garnish, whatever you need, and provide that. And then the money that comes from the fundraiser still goes to you.
Right.
There's a lot of logistics there. However, we take care of all of that for you. There's nothing on our client's end that they need to worry about if you wanted to hire us for a fundraiser.
This is fascinating, and we could go on for ages, but
Oh, gosh,
unfortunately, we have to say, you know, our time is up, but I hope that you'll come back soon and tell us more. Perhaps we can do a little bit of a making of a cocktail.
I would adore that, Adrienne.
Fabulous.
Thank you so much for having me.
Fabulous. And so if people want to get hold of you, how do they do that?
Absolutely. So we are on Instagram. It is _Regard Libations and then another underscore. We also have a website, www.regardlibations.com. Perfect. And you can find me anywhere.
Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you so much.
And so there you go. If you're thinking about an event coming up, or if you'd like to have a virtual cocktail class or a Zoom meeting with your family with cocktails being prepared, then you need to contact www.regardlibations.com.